Be careful with the friend who loves you just as you are. Because when you're becoming someone new, that sentence can become complicated. Happy New Year and welcome back to Grow with Gracia, a space for real-time growth for women who are becoming. And here, you don't just hear about growth, you actually get to watch it happen. A little accountability moment. I have mentioned in one of my videos that I wanted to do one book a month challenge for the year of 2026. So for accountability, this is the book that I'm going to be reading for the month of January. The Mountain is You by Brianna Wiest, I think is how it's pronounced. There you go. So this is my accountability moment, and you ladies are welcome to join me in this challenge and let me know in the comments which book you're going to be reading for the month of January. So girls, I want to talk about something that no one really talks about. Of course, we all want to be loved exactly for who we are. We all want to have genuine friendships that don't feel like we have to perform, lie, or pretend. We want to feel safe. We want to feel truly loved. But there actually comes a moment in your growth journey where that safety no longer feels aligned. And then there's a disconnect that happens. In this video, we're going to talk about a very quiet kind of resistance that you might encounter in your friendships while you're becoming, and how to discern them without hardening your heart. Let's dive in. Allow me to be very clear on who this is not about so that there's no confusion. This is not about your friend who's secretly jealous of you or secretly plotting on your downfall or competing with you. This is not about the friend who is your villain, the villain in your story that you should have cut off years ago. This is not about her. This is about something way more covert, way more subtle, that you only start discerning the deeper you go into your becoming era. So who is this about then? This is about the friend who really, really loves you and who you love back. You really love each other. This is about the friend that tells you, I don't care who you are, what you do, I love you exactly as you are. And this is a beautiful thing, right? Because it is, in theory, it is a beautiful thing. That friend loves you and she's there for you. That friend supports you and supports who you are as a person. You don't need to change for her. She loves you exactly as you are. That friend is kind, she's sweet, she supports you, she cheers you on. But she's also available the moment you are ready to regress. That friend doesn't have bad intentions. She's not jealous of you or plotting, like I said in the beginning. It's none of that. It's none of those things. It's just that she's met you before the work, before the inner work, before you started becoming. She met you in that era, and that's the person that she loved exactly as they were. She met you before the discipline, before the dreams and goals, before all that work, before the mindset shift. And she loved you, and that's a good thing. She was a good friend. She was there for you before you started becoming someone else. So we're not villainizing her here. She loves your availability. She loves the things that you do together, your habits, all those things. She loves you exactly as you are. And then suddenly you no longer want to be exactly as you are anymore. And that creates a very, very, very subtle resistance. This isn't a you need to cut your friend off thing. This is a you need to be aware and discern this so you can move accordingly. Because the reality of it is she's not a bad person. She just misses you. That's really what it is. She misses that version of you that she met prior to all that work. However, becoming changes what you can afford to ignore. Here's how it gets subtle. Let's break it down a little bit. On the surface, her support is amazing. She shares you on her social media. She supports you publicly. She cheers you up. She hypes you up. So when you start feeling a little bit of a disconnect, you start even thinking, am I the problem? Am I the villain here? She's being so supportive. Why do I feel like something's wrong? You start even questioning yourself, like, what is wrong with me? But you have to realize that your discomfort is not coming from the things that she says out loud. It is coming from the things that she says or does quietly. Because quietly, she is the friend that hopes you'll cave. She's the friend that you feel comfortable or drawn to calling when you're ready to regress. You know when you have those moments you've been working non-stop on towards your goals for months, years, and you're tired, you're feeling burned out, you just want to regress, sit back and watch a movie and not do anything, then you will call her, that friend that you feel comfortable calling, because you know they won't tell you anything, they won't stop you. In the contrary, they will be happy about it. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, I miss my friend so much. She's finally back for a day or two. Let me enjoy this before she gets back to the grind, which I respect the grind, but I'm also so happy that she's back, kind of thing. So there's a little bit of a disconnect here. And I'll say it again, she's not a bad person. She's not a villain. She just misses you. This really comes down to attachment. Such an innocent feeling. But while it is an innocent feeling, it could also be dangerous for your becoming phase. So let's go through a few examples together so that you can really feel what I'm trying to tell you here. And so you can also discern it in your everyday life and with your friendships. Example number one last time. Let's talk about this example because this usually happens right as you're about to lock in. And this is an attack to your commitment and your decisiveness. So you tell your friend that you're locking in. You have finally had this epiphany. You hate your life. You're ready to change it. You are done smoking. You guys used to smoke all the time together. It used to be your thing, right? But you're done with that. You are done smoking because it is derailing you from your purpose and you are ready to lock into your dream life and goals. She's very proud of you because in the overall, she's a good friend, as we've mentioned before. She's so happy for you. She encourages you, even hypes you up. And she tells you something like, babe, I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. This is going to be so good for your dreams. And I know you're going to get there. You know what we should do? We should smoke one last time before you lock in, just for old time's sake. Let that sink in a little bit. When you're becoming, this is not a game. This is a slippery slope. Let me tell you this. When you see an alcoholic that wants to stop drinking, does he do one last tequila bottle for the sake? No, he just stops. If you see someone that smokes cigarettes that wants to stop, does he buy one last pack? No, because he knows that if he buys one last pack, it's not going to be his last pack. That's the same thing for your dreams and goals. She probably doesn't mean it in a bad way. She just misses you and she's probably feeling threatened by the fact that she's about to lose you to the grind. So she's like, you know what? I respect her grind, even if I feel a little bit threatened by it. However, I would like for us to just indulge one last time so that I can have my bestie one last time before I lose her to this grind because I know how it goes and I'm about to lose her. So let's do something just one last time. It is so innocent, but just because something's innocent doesn't mean that it doesn't affect you negatively, and you have to realize that. Example number 2, I was hoping you'd cave. Let's talk about this one because this one usually happens after you've already locked in, you've already been in the grind for a little while now, and this is usually an attack on your self-trust and your consistency. So, as I said, you've been on the grind for a few months now. She knows where you're at now. She knows that you've stopped smoking. You've made that boundary. She knows that all the things that you stopped doing. And she respects it. And she really supports you. She also knows that you stopped going out, let's say, on weekdays late because you want to really fully focus on working on your goals. So she knows that there's also that boundary. And you've been in it, right? You've been doing it. There comes moments here and there where she kind of tempts you. She'll say, come on, girl. I know that you don't do it anymore, but just this once. You've been working for so long now. There's this thing happening. It's going to be fun. It's super chill. Just me, you, and a few other girls. It's going to be nice, blah, 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 blah. She keeps inviting you sometimes to the very things that you said that you no longer want to do. Not once, but, she will test it. And the craziest part about this whole thing is that you're going to feel tempted. She's not asking you to get back to really toxic things. That would be too easy. It would be too easy for you to see that it's a red flag and for her to see that what she's doing is wrong because she probably doesn't realize that what she's doing is pulling you back, right? So she's not saying, hey, babe, I know you stopped smoking or drinking. Let's go have a drink. No, that was probably in the beginning when she was testing your decisiveness. But at this point, she doesn't do things that are so obvious. It's small things. So let's take the example that you stop going out on weekdays too late because you're working and all of that stuff. Then she invites you, hey, babe, I know that you're done, but we should really do this. Listen, you've been locked in your apartment working for 3 months now. You need to go out. You need to see the sun. You need to start doing something, blah, 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 blah. And then you start feeling tempted because you know what? It is true that you've been locked in your apartments for weeks or months. It is true that you've gone ghost and you haven't seen many people in a while. You don't even know what human touch feels like anymore. It is true that you miss her and you miss everyone and you miss not having the responsibility of building a dream life, building a business, building all these things. You're tired of it. It's true. She's right. So you feel really tempted. And you even give in at one point. You know what, girl? Yeah, I'm gonna come out. That's not even the whole thing. It's what she says after. So you say, you know what, girl? I'm gonna make an exception. This once. I will go out with you. And she says, yes. I was hoping you'd say that. I was hoping you'd cave. That is dangerous. Not because she's out to get you and she's the big bad wolf. No, but it's because she's oddly and alarmingly comfortable with your regression. And she even low-key encourages it because it makes her feel more comfortable. She misses you. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this all comes down to attachment. It doesn't come down to jealousy or sabotage. It's attachment that manifests in ways that are dangerous for your growth. Girls, the becoming stage is extremely fragile. Not weak, but fragile. We know this. We are both in that phase as I'm speaking to you right now. Let me give you this image. It's like giving birth. When you've just given birth to a brand new, beautiful little baby, you're so protective over him or her. You're not gonna just let anybody come see you at the hospital to touch your baby. Let's say you have the bestest of friends. You've known her for so long. You love her so much and she loves you too. And she's so excited to see your baby. But she catches a cold. Not COVID, not pneumonia, nothing crazy, just a small little cold. You're still not going to invite her because you're protecting your new baby like your life depends on it because it's still at the beginning stages. It's still a little bit fragile, not weak, fragile. That little cold is so innocent. She's not plotting against your baby like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go into the hospital and I'm gonna give her the cold. She's not trying to kill your baby. She's not trying to harm your baby. She actually loves you and loves your baby and she's so excited to meet her. But because she has a cold, she's not going to be welcome in the visiting room. It's the same thing with your becoming era. When you are becoming, you are reborn and you become both the mother and the newborn. You were in a past life before, your life of no discipline, no consistency, no dreams and goals, no high achieving, none of that. You didn't have that life. And then when you had the big shift and you decided to change your whole life, you were reborn with new ideas, new identities, and you are new. This is very new. This is very fragile. You can't let just anyone, even with the bestest intentions at heart, you can't just let anybody have access to your new being. People can love you deeply and you can love them back deeply, but it doesn't mean that they need full access to your new being. Sometimes they need limited access or no more access, actually. Because even if they love you so deeply, they are still doing certain behaviors unconsciously that are very harmful for your new identity. So let's ground this a little bit and talk about what real support feels like. Real support from your friends adapt to your new self. It doesn't challenge or unconsciously or consciously test your boundaries. And to be quite honest with you, if they do it unconsciously, it's also a message in itself because it's like ingrained in them a little bit. So even if it doesn't have bad intentions behind it, it's still a message that you need to be wary of. Real support protects your growth because they protect their own growth. Real support doesn't hope that you cave or hope that you regress for a little bit. Real support isn't attached to your past self. Real support is excited for your new self. And the main reason why they're not attached to your past self is probably when you were in that past, they most likely already wanted better for you and are so excited that you finally caved into your higher purpose. That's the only kind of caving we'll accept here. So for me, that's what real support feels like in a friendship. And again, I will say it one more time because I don't want anybody saying like this just she's mean, she's villainizing. That doesn't mean that whoever is not doing this is a bad person. It just means that they're not aligned with your mission, and that's totally okay. No one is bad, no one is good, but some people are aligned and some people aren't. But some people start being aligned, but as you grow into someone else or a new identity, I shall say, you become unaligned with certain people that you used to be aligned with. And that's a reality that really hurts, but it is something that we must accept when we are becoming. It's honestly the price of becoming. So girls, if you're feeling quiet discomfort, listen to it. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. You're not crazy. You're not paranoid. You're not heartless. That's not being heartless. That's being more clear. You're becoming clearer. And clarity is actually love. It's self-love. And it's also love for others. So if you resonated with this video, please let me know in the comment section and hit the subscribe button. I'm so excited to see you in the next video. But until then, keep growing with grace. Bye.